This is John Tuttle, Flint Napping. Gonna get me a big swallow of water before we get started here. I just recently did a video last week on Flint Napping Crazy Shape. And I'm gonna continue to do that. But this time, I've done the video years ago for beginners. But sometimes you look back at things you've done, you realize I could explain this better or made a difference in the way I talked about doing things. I'm gonna take this big old crazy piece of rock here and I'm gonna work it down, and I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna try to draw out and explain everything I'm gonna do with it. For instance, I'm gonna take this and hit this way, just straight across that. What it's doing is cutting into it. Watch what'll happen. Coming back, go back into it a little more. Then on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing coming this way and hit into it. Now look what happened. It turned it down by doing that. And do it a little more. I ain't hit straight down on it. Lightly trying to tap on that and break it, but that hit hard I wanted to. Now look at the platform I got. Tremendous platform. Now when you're moving big material, you need something heavy that will move big material. And I got this piece of copper. The problem with it is starting to turn on me. It's loosened up. Sometimes I slip in my hand and it goes a different direction I want it to go. So here's what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to take this chunk out, all in here. And I'm gonna hit straight down almost. Just like that. Then I'm come back over here. I'm gonna hit straight down almost right there. And that left me a little isolated ridge line to follow on. Now I'm gonna hit straight down on that. Look what happened. It took it right out. Now look here. We have another one right here. And I'm gonna kind of angle in about about a 45 on that one. There we go. I didn't get a big enough bite on the first blow. Now here, we got a ridge running all the way up, and the edge is hanging too low. Sometimes you have your edge hanging too low and you don't get a good enough bite to move any mass to the mount to his hay. So we're gonna grind this. We're gonna try to run it right down to here. See my platform. Get 3 licks out of it. Now, this was a big old hump here. It's almost gone. I don't want to run nothing here because this dips down. This is high and this is high like this, and this dips down. So I'm looking over here, and this is running this way. So if I can hit back like this, this is what's gonna happen. When I turn it over, got a little platform right there. The hammer's too wide to get in there, so I use this piece. And I think I'm gonna try to go right up here and thin this base some more. So this time, I'm gonna hit more straight in. And let's see what happened. It took all of that out, look at that. So now, you're tapping down. I really don't need nothing that big. Just gonna use this little piece of solid copper here. And I'm just straightening the base up. I'm going around it, looking for things I need to do. I need to run a flake right here. There we go, need one right there. Need to run a few more here. See how it's kind of sliding down? Need to kind of slide down with it when I hit. And that straightened all that up. Now we still got a lot to go here, but if I hit on this base like this, let's dull this and see what happens. Turn it over. Look at that. So this time, I'm gonna hit a little more in on it. It didn't do nothing. And that's all my fault. Wasn't thick enough. Had a little overhang I didn't notice. The overhang, I mean like this dip right here, it was higher than it was here. That's why it caved in and caused a step fracture. I hit it like this and start trying to run all that out. This is what I mean by getting rid of it. I'm coming across. I'm gonna come straight across here to get rid of it. I think I need to tilt my phone down maybe a little bit more. I might be missing some stuff and I don't want to miss nothing. I apologize if I did. All right, we're gonna try to cut right across this way. See if I can catch all that. It took all that hidden stuff out right there. Now, this is higher than here, so I'm gonna lower this down. Now I'm gonna come over here and raise this up. There's a little point right here, it's an isolated platform. And grind it down. Turn it this way. Run that flake across there. Got a good place there. Good place there. And good place there. Now, we lowered this tip right here, so now I can come back up with it. Remember this tip was high, and by knocking down this way I lowered it. But now I'm coming back this way, I'm gonna raise it back up. What I'm gonna hope I can come straight across here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll probably use this and flush this hinge out here. I want this side of it. Got just a little bit of it. Come back this way and do the same thing. Come back this way. Come back down. Nothing. Once again, my fault. Didn't have quite thick enough platform. That's what a thick enough platform will do for you. Get you a good place like that. This is a thick enough platform I've been using on this. It's been failing because it would work great on Georgetown. Different material, it's different. Fracture's different. It'll actually bend different. Rock will bend, believe it or not. And some of them take stronger platforms, and some of them take stronger hammers, or bigger hammers hit with like that. Get the job done. I've gotten to the point with this one where I think I could just use this billet right here to get the job done. We're gonna find out in a little bit. We're gonna try it a while and see how it works. Okay, now I'm gonna hit right here and try to run this across like this. Now, if you recall, on the last video I did, working crazy stuff, I hit on the side right here, like that. And I told you I'd just push and see how this is tapered down. I'm gonna hit with the point this time because I'm hitting straight down like this. I'm following this taper down. It's like I'm sliding it down. this way, I made me a little platform when I turn it over. Come across there. That one's gonna come across there. And there's a bad woolly booger in this thing. Looks like sand or something right there, some kind of fossil, shell of some type, or a crinoid stem. I don't know what type of fossil is not formed good enough to tell. It could just be a piece of ash or something in there, or just regular sand. I'm gonna try to run one across here. Now, if you look at this, I'm hitting down like this. Even with my grinder, got a hinge here. I'm gonna come this way and try to take it out. I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna hit on an angle this way. See what happens. Got 99% of it out. I like to hit when I got a heavy duty grinder like this. I can kind of hit down and it helps turn that edge and make it a little more thicker, stronger platform. There we go. Okay, now, there's a lot of sand here in this rock right here, and I talked about it in my other video that I heat treated this rock twice to try to get it the grainy part to go away where it'll slick up and chip good. Let's see if it works here. Yes, sir, it worked real good right there. Yes, sir, we got it. Now, come this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. That might be enough right there. I got it. Good solid platform. That's still a little sandy sauce right up in there. That was the worst place on it. And didn't want to flake a long ways, just trying to send little flakes off about a ½ inch long. I'm gonna come up here, round this off a good bit. Around this part right here. I'm gonna go behind it, going in this hole and gonna weaken it when I come back this way. Yeah, I went behind it, took some of it out. I didn't think it was gonna take but maybe just a little teeny bit out. Then I'm gonna get it with the next one, but it took like 80% of it out. Took more out than I expected. Now this is kind of grainy here, and the platform don't want to hold up too good. So we're gonna hit it real hard. See if we can get it go across. And almost did. Okay, let's study this piece of rock just a minute. I'm gonna hit the water again. I haven't drank enough water this morning. I'm on diuretic. I drank a lot of water so I don't get dehydrated. This is the worst area. Trying to get where you can see it goes up. This area's got one little bad ridge right here, but this is pretty bad. So what I think I'm gonna do is come this way and come down like this. Just try and move a little bit at a time. Then I'm gonna hit it this way with my grinder because it had a little overhang a little bit there. Just a little razor edge there that Okay, now I'm gonna chalk this up right through here and hope this will help you understand something. I'm gonna try it right here. I'm gonna run a flake not even halfway across. If it goes across, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try to show you what you do wrong. I'm thinning. I'm gonna kind of hit down like this and try to catch it. That's all that flake did. That's because of the angle I hit into it. Now watch this. See if I can get me a better platform of what I got here. This has got a lot of mass, and it's a dip right here. It's not going uphill, so it's not going to work. I just noticed that. This will work. And show you the difference. Let me get my grinder on first. This one, instead of going uphill, this one is dipping down like that. Now, it's got a split right there. It's got a bad piece of rusty pocket light. It's right in the middle of my platform. So I don't know if I can move. I'm hoping I can go all the way across. Now this time I'm going this way. The other time I went straight down. Now look at how thin I made it. Look at here. That's why when you're flint knapping, lots of times, all you're doing is making a ridge down the middle of it like this, and you can't get something thin. It's because of your angle. Your platform has a lot to do with it, but you can have the world's greatest platform and use the wrong angle, and that platform's not going to work. So now, this is still going down, but this one's going up this way. So I'm hoping it'll work. It's curved in a little bit. We're going to try. I'll hit right here. And that's where it curved in, made a little hinge there. If I'd have hit straight down on it, it would have put some convexity to it, and the next one probably would have got it. But I thought it was going to go. It looked good enough to me. I thought it was going to go. Got a little overhang here. That's why I'm not expert at this. Sometimes I think like lit. I'm not going any further with that one. Now on this one, I'm gonna hit almost straight down, because the way it was, the angle was on here. I should have showed that before I hit it. My platform angle was set up. I needed to hit almost straight down on that one. This one's the same way. See how it's rolling down like that? It need to come down like with the roll. See there? Look what happened. I didn't have to hit in that time. So you got to learn your platforms and the way they're set up, the angles on them, to figure out. There's no way I can hit here because that's scooping down. So I'm just going to scoop down with it like this and hit this way and keep going back and forth and scooping down. Now I think I got me a little platform I can hit on. See how it's coming down? Look how thick it is. I'm going to try to run this one across here. Right across through there. Okay. Let's work on this side a second. I'm going to try to run one right across here. And when I say I don't mean all the way across, I mean across this way. I need to explain. See like this? I need to explain a little better what I'm doing. I'm going to try to go all the way across with this one halfway. Went 3/4 of the way. Now, I've got a low area here. I'm going to lose some of this point. I don't have to. I can keep it just like it is, not lose any. But for demonstration purposes, it'd be better if I knock some of it off, because it's perfect to show you what I'm trying to do. we'll try to come up this way off of this platform right there. Try to go straight in and push it as long as I can. I could have went across this way and thinned it and saved my deal, but I was wanting to show you how you can do like a flute and thin stuff sometimes too by going straight up it like that. Now right here is where this grainy sandy stuff is, on this top part up here. So I'm gonna try to really grind near the platform here. I'm gonna try to make this one go towards this. Hope I can get it like maybe 50% of the way. Let's see. I think that went further. Sounded like it did. Look how pretty that worked. Alright, now I got me a platform right here. Try to run this one this way, coming over the hinge this way. Jumped it pretty good. Try to jump it again, coming the same way. Each time I'm hitting this way, coming with it. Took it out. Got a hump right here. I can come across and take it out, but I'm not worried about the width of this. I'm not trying to make anything special out of it. And show you different ways you can get it out. I don't want to hit it over here because this is low. I'm going to follow this ridge. I'm gonna hit it on this side, go this way with it. It's all out of there. Now it's left me in a good position to bring this side up. And to bring the edge up, you hit down on it like this and it's pulling it up. Should get all of this out. This should come across. This is what this should do if it works right. You should remove a plate just about like that. If it works right. If I can get everything, if I look at it right and I hit the right angle. Let's see how good I was. Like that right there. Pretty good. Weren't perfect, but I'll take it. Should come just like this on this one. Just like that. That's what we can do on this one. I'll spread it out like this. Just like that. Okay. A little thick right here on the point. Show you something that might work. Got a little hinge here, a little hinge here. Instead of coming this way, I'm gonna come straight down with it like this. Actually, I'm gonna come this way on top. And that gets up above them and lets the power or the shock waves go under them. And it kind of flushes them out. take some little flakes across here, about 3 of them like that. One more right in there, one more right in there. That worked pretty good. Got a little hinge there. Didn't have that edge ground quite good enough, but that's not a problem at all. I'm hitting down with the point of this thing, trying to bring it up. All right, I hope I can take all this out right through here. Just tapping down there, kind of get the zigzag out of this edge. Now if we study this thing, we got a big dry lake bed right here. Look at that, all that's like a scoop of ice cream come out. We're gonna come over this way and flatten that out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on this little isolated platform and keep it isolated. And then I'm gonna grind it. And I'm gonna hit this way on this ridge. That follow the ridge. Several different ways you could have done that, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here's the other one. I can hit here and follow this ridge and make me a little horseshoe in here that I talked about in the last video, or I can go straight across. This is the second way. But when I do, I'm hitting more down and out like this, because I don't want to run my flakes too far. I want to go halfway. I don't want to go in that low area, because if I do it, liable to hinge. Got to steady work into it, make it flat. I think I'm going to, got a ridge running here. I think I'm going to try to take this out right through here. So this is my goal, is remove that little ridge right there by covering across here. There it goes. I'm going to show you what I'm going to try to do this time. And try to move that much material right there. Got every bit of it out of there. Now, we'll work on this side of the base. Remember, I did this side. I was talking about I wasn't worried about using length. I'm going to come straight down. Run a nice one there, come over. Run a nice one there. Go back to the middle. Go back to the end. See, just hitting with the tip of my billet on the ends like this. Calling this the ends out here. That one shaped up pretty good. Hit straight down. Trying to get me a little convexity built up. Kind of hitting like this. Just coming up, when I follow through, I'm almost hitting my leg. Follow this little bitty ridge here, same way. Now I'm gonna come down the same way, coming like this. I got me a little convexity built up on this part here, and I'm hoping it'll come. This is what I'm shooting for. It's somewhere right in there with my line. Took it out right there. Still got a tab of an overhang here. We can get it out now. Got a little convexity. I'm gonna try to shoot this way. There we go. It worked great. Take the tip of this thing, I'm just hitting straight down with it. Trying to knock little floats off. I'm gonna hit right on the end here. Try to come this way, right on the edge. Come down like that. Almost straight down. Got pretty that set up. Got a little bitty hinge here where I looked like I tried to flute it. The flute plate didn't run far, so I took that out. Now, this is starting to bend down, and we still got a lot of width on it. This piece not working quite as good as I'd like for it to. I'm really having to pay attention to what I'm doing because it's just too grainy up here on the top. Probably if I run it to 950 or 1,000 degrees, it might slick up. It's fine down here, it's like from here up. So I'm gonna try to run one this way. There we go, that worked. Try to make an X like and run one this way and across it. It worked pretty good. I got nothing to complain about that. What I'd like to do is be able to take that real grainy area out right there with one coming all the way across. I don't know if I can do that or not. Let me get one of these little hollow boppers up here. See if I can make me a little better platform real quick. A little isolated platform. Let's try and see what happens. Just too grainy right there. I think I'm probably gonna leave it alone completely. It's already thin enough to put top, make a dovetail or something like that. Try it this way. There we go. I got it out. Like that. You see how yellow starts getting a different light color? This is still work heat treated this color. Okay, we're gonna work on this area across through here. Try to drive that plate halfway across, move that mass right there. So I'm gonna come in like this, almost to 45. Look at the mass that moves. I'll try to come across here. That did pretty good. Come across this way. All that did good in there. Got a little bit of mass. If I can just knock it an inch, not even an inch. So this is where I'm gonna hit straight down because I don't want to run far. Kind of come this way. Look at that. Didn't quite run further enough. That's just what I wanted. Rounded, made a little more convexity to it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. one more time. I'd rather go easy into it than go too deep. There we go. Look at that. Got it set up perfect. Come back and took a good swing. Worked my way straight in it. Look how pretty that looks. Ease this thing down a little tiny bit more. Okay. This time, I can't go here because it's an overhang. This part is higher than here, so if I go this way, I've got a ridge going up all the way uphill. These flakes love to run something uphill like this. So we're going to come here like this. Went all the way across there and left me another ridge. Took that out and left that ridge. Now I'm going to go this way. Whoop. Turn my, didn't get my angle right on it. I turned it this way too much. There we go. Okay. Got a whole bunch of overhang here. I'm gonna chip down, grind down like this. Try to get rid of all that. Okie dokie. Ready to try to get this little hump right here. This goes up like a little end of a snow cone cup or something. It comes right up to a point right here. I see another place I need to try to prep for it in case these fell up here. Trying to get as many options as I can get in case one don't work, the other one will. That one did. It did all right, but it's still hitting that grainy stuff. It did move it. But I was hoping it'd spread out and I wouldn't have to hit it down here again like I'm fixing to have to. See how that spread out so pretty? It didn't do like that. But anyway, it's gone. We'll high right in here. This rock is not, it's just too grainy for the amount of heat I put on it. It's working okay, but it should have worked twice as good. It might take 1,000 degrees. But the problem with rocks like this, the part down there on this end might not take but 800, and this might take 1,000. So if you put it on 1,000, you blow this up down here, trying to get the more sandy part tighter and more waxier, shinier. This part down here flakes great. I'm going straight across here. I got the camera so close up, hoping you can see better. And when I move it a little bit, I'm out of the picture. I don't realize it. And I mess up more flint knapping, looking that way just as I go to hit, thinking I got everything lined up, trying to make sure I'm in the picture, and then I don't hit right, and then I got a problem. Well, I missed a golden opportunity to explain what I was doing then. I'm going to try to explain it with this. Right here where this chip come out, I had like 1, 2, 3 little hinges, like those red lines with hinges. And I didn't need to run it far, but I wanted to get them out. So I got one right here. So I just hit straight on top, up on top now. And this way. Look how it takes them out. Takes them out so pretty. And then it leaves a lot of convexity to come back and thin it with. I think I'm going to stop on this one, and I don't go any further with it because I sell these. Here's one I did in another video I stopped on. There's one there I stopped on, so I'm going to sell these preforms. And what we'll do is we'll see what else we got done that we can work on. And I'm going to make this into 3 parts. And I'm going to stop this one, and we'll make it be part A, and we'll do part B next.